With a new stadium rising just to the west of us, for now we're back for football in the familiar setting of Highmark Stadium in Orchard Park. The kicker, Tyler Bass, has us ready to start, and off we go from Buffalo. Williams now to return. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field. Here's 1st and 10. First carry now for Alvin Kamara. And he's going to be stopped at the line. No gain. Great way for the defense to open up here at home.
This defense wanted to come out early in this game and take the fight to the offense. And boy, did they ever set the tone on the very first play, keeping that carry to no gain.
They'll go again here with Kamara. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line.
This is how you draw up your opening possession when you're on the road. The longer the drive goes, the quieter the crowd gets. Continue to mix in that run game. Let's see if they can finish off by putting this ball in the end zone.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
Come on, set.
On the ground, this is Kentre Miller. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line.
Let's give some love to the big guys up front here, Mike. The offensive line is looking good here early to start the game. A couple nice to continue to lean on the big guys up front as the rest of this game unfolds.
They'll run. It's Kamara. Oh, what a run. Down inside the 30-yard line.
There's a combination of footwork and vision, his ability to kind of weave through traffic and understand where the holes were. It's a really nice job working through some bodies and picking up a big gain.
Trying to use that big body to get the yardage, but he is stopped for no gain. He'll try again here. They'll run straight ahead with Miller. And a nice tackle in the open field limits the gain to only 1. Seventh play of this opening drive, and here's 3rd down. Goal line and in. Marquez Valdez-Scantling. Touchdown, New Orleans. Exactly the way they scripted this one. A beautiful opening drive, Greg. Able to find the end zone on the game's first possession.
And, Mike, the word that comes to mind looking at that drive is execution, and that's exactly what they talked about all week long. They wanted to come out early in this game and establish an early rhythm, and that's exactly what they did with that touchdown drive.
After the touchdown, it's Grupe to kick this one away. They're trying to pin him deep. They'll take this from the 3. He's across the 20 to the 21. That's where the drive will begin. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Allen gonna throw to get things going. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line. So after the loss on 1st, here's 2nd and 14. From the gun, Josh Allen. He gets this to the tight end, Dalton Kincaid. Well, that helps. It's going to be a much more manageable 3rd down, getting some good yardage on that 2nd down play. So they'll talk over what to do on this 3rd down play as we have hit the end of the 1st quarter. 7-0 is our score. More after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll empty out the backfield and line up for 3rd and 3. Taking off, he'll try to get there.
Great reaction by the defense. At first, Mike, it looked like there was enough room out there for the quarterback to pick this one up himself, but they were able to rally to the ball, and I think the officials are going to mark him just short.
They'll indeed go for it with Allen. That is incomplete. They took a chance throwing it on 4th and short, but not to be, and they'll turn it over on downs. The Bills going to use the first of their timeouts. Off the play fake. Here's Carr. A throw left side, going to be intercepted. Picked off by Christian Benford. And the Bills are going to take over once again at their own 20-yard line.
When you find yourself in this situation, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line. You got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
Looking downfield for Coleman. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Out of the gun, here's Allen. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Allen. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Allen. And the rush is going to get there. He'll go down. They were taking a big risk, going for it in their own territory. It will not pay off. It's a turnover on downs. Carr now to throw on 1st down. That's to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
This is a pass that just needs to be completed, Mike. The opportunity was there. His guy was open. They ran out of room a little bit there on the sideline. Couldn't quite get the ball up and down fast enough and ends up being thrown out of bounds.
It's a good pickup on 2nd down, but there is a flag down, and this one might not stand up. So a lot of options on the table now. It's 1st and 5. From the shotgun, it's Carr. And he'll take it on in. Jawan Johnson. Touchdown, Saints. Now the offense and Carr coming to the line to go for 2. Back to throw. That'll be caught. And he is not going to get in. Stop on the try for 2. The lead remains right where it is. After the touchdown, it's Groupie to kick this one away. On the return, it's Ty Johnson. Now an opening past the 30. They finally get him down, but he gets all the way up close to the 40-yard line. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Here's Allen. That one intercepted. Picked off by the rookie from Alabama. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
I know it doesn't seem like a ton of yards on top of that pick, but that was really well done. I mean, it's just going to make life so much easier now as the offense.
On 1st down, Carr. That's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Rasul Douglas. And the Bills will have great field position as they take over at their own 45. Now Allen on first down. He's looking deep for Shakir. And he will go all the way. Khalil Shakir. Touchdown, Bills. The extra point by Bass is good. And the Bills are on the board. It's now 13-7. Following the touchdown, Bass is back to kick it off. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Getting the tight end involved in the run game here. And he'll try to use that size and push forward, but it will not work. They're going to get him down behind the line. Second and 11. Back is Carr. Brought in by Chris Olave. First time these two have connected this afternoon, and it'll wind up being a first down. Now, Carr. He's going to look for the home run ball. And for the 3rd time in this first half, he's been intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Taylor Rapp.
Mike, these are just throws you're not accustomed to seeing, especially from a quarterback that has played this much football. He's been around the NFL for a long time. He's got to make better decisions. Costly mistakes like that are going to kill his team.
Throwing now. Allen here on first down. Off he goes. This is incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down. Let's see what this call is.
56.
From the gun, it's Allen. He's looking deep for Shakir. And the Saints have excellent field position as they take over right at midfield.
Well, with this guy might lose a little bit, Mike, as he gets long in the tooth. He certainly makes up for it in experience. You're not going to be able to do a lot of things to trick him on the back end. He reads this play right from the jump, makes a great break on the ball, and if that ball hits his hands more times than not, it's going to be a takeaway.
Here's Carr throwing from the pistol. His throw on first down is going to be incomplete.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started. Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short game.
Third and 5. On the handoff, it's Kamara.
Well, we have an early decision here, Mike. How aggressive does this coach want to be on this 4th down try? I think you got to keep your offense out there. You have a prime opportunity to take the fight to them.
They took a chance throwing it on 4th and short, but not to be, and they'll turn it over on downs.
You know, more often than not in the NFL, games are won based on who wins critical downs. Well, that 4th down attempt right there was exactly that, and this defense came up huge for a big-time 4th down stop.
And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. Maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion. The 2nd down throw is incomplete.
pretty clear approach here, Mike. You're just trying to take advantage of the size of your tight end versus a smaller defender, and you're just saying box him out and go up for an offensive rebound and get the ball at its highest point. In this case, it falls incomplete, but if they continue to get that matchup, this quarterback's not going to shy away from giving his big tight end a shot.
The punter remains on the sideline. They're going to line up and go for it on fourth down. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. And he's going to have the Bills first down. They'll have it by a lot. It turns out to be a big gainer on fourth down. To throw again, it's Allen. That's deep for the back of the end zone. And that's going to wind up uncatchable out of the back of the end zone. It's incomplete. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. One more time going up top with Allen. And he somehow manages to get back to the line of scrimmage before he's hustled out of bounds. It is 3rd and 10. Off the play fake, here's Allen. He's going to air this one out looking for Cooper.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it. Continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running by them, there is a lot of space open underneath.
He's going to dial up another deep ball.
So this offense, they think this is a prime opportunity to go for it through the air on fourth down. But this defense was having none of it. Nowhere for the quarterback to go with the ball, no easy completions, and this defense forces a huge stop on fourth down.
First down throw for Carr. He's going to air this one out. And for the 4th time today, he has been intercepted. Picked off by Rasul Douglas. So we hit halftime with the visiting Saints in front as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, thank you. Both teams trying to find the right formula to come out on top in this second half coming up. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. 1st and 10.
Stop. That's it.
Now it's Allen. Taking off.
He tried to buy all the time he could, but when he saw that space, he quickly turned from thrower to runner, and he's able to pick up a nice gain on first down.
Here's 2nd and 2. Now Allen. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. Trying to get it to Dalton Kincaid there. Now it's going to be 3rd down.
Mike, when you're completing less than 35% of your passes, you're just not going to win a lot of games in the NFL. He's just too erratic throughout the course of the game. Sometimes it's exactly how they practiced. And at other times, it looks like they've never practiced at all.
On 3rd down, here's Davis. And he's going to have enough there for the first down. Take it up to the 43-yard line.
Nothing real fancy about this call here, Mike, right? In this 3rd and short, just get the ball to your running back, make sure he has enough space to pick up the first down, and they're able to convert.
They'll throw on first down with Allen. Pass complete, right side to Kincaid.
Great timing and anticipation. The second the tight end's head turned around, the quarterback put the ball on him, and now it's, hey, let's see who wants to tackle this big guy and bring him to the ground.
He runs with it.
Yeah, that's a nice job. He's out of the pocket. He knows he doesn't need all that much for a first down. He's able to tuck it, get out of bounds, and keep this drive alive.
On 1st and 10, it's Allen. That's taken in. It's James Cook. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
Offensively, landing a lot of body blows on this drive, Mike. Just the ability to steadily march the ball downfield and remain so efficient, both run and pass. As they continue to wear this defense out.
And they're going to track him down. He couldn't find a receiver, and down he goes. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Play action. It's Allen. And for a 3rd time today, he's intercepted. That's the linebacker, Pete Werner.
Well, Mike, I think it's pretty clear what the message was by this head coach at halftime. He said, listen, guys, we're behind. We're trailing. We're going to come out early in this second half and be aggressive from the get-go and cut into this deficit. But oftentimes, reckless decision-making, over-aggressive play calling leads to turnovers. Now, this defense finds themselves heading back out onto the field a little earlier than expected, but they need to hold serve and keep this score right where it is.
Here's a 2nd and 9. Play action now. It's caught. That's deep for Olave. And he's in. Chris Olave. Touchdown, New Orleans.
This is a great example here, Mike, of an offense and a quarterback that is just in complete control and rhythm. Not only is he able to deliver this ball on target downfield, but the accuracy is what allows his receiver to stay on his feet, pick up the remaining yards after the catch, and walks it in for a touchdown.
And I don't think he got there. He did not. They mark him short. The try for 2, unsuccessful. Johnson now to return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. From the gun, Josh Allen. That's going to be incomplete, and the clock will stop. Likely one more play in this 3rd quarter. On 2nd down, here is Allen. That's going to be incomplete, and the clock will stop. Likely one more play in this 3rd quarter. 2 incompletions to start the drive, and it leads to 3rd down and 10. And that'll be incomplete on what turns out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's 4th down. They go play action now. Here's Allen. And for the 4th time today, he has been intercepted. Picked off by Willie Gay. And now he loses the football. And the Bills are going to take possession here at their own 6. On 1st down, it's Allen. That's taken in. Keon Coleman. Now he's free to midfield. And they're going to have this all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
They really showed off their connection on that pitch and catch, Mike, and just really good ball placement and really good separation downfield. And when those 2 things align, it's just really challenging for a defender to stay with them and take that play away.
He's going to run it.
The key to a good quarterback scramble, Mike, is knowing when it's time to go from a thrower to a runner. And that's exactly what we saw here. Doesn't get the first down, but he's able to pick up some really positive yards and then get out of bounds.
Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Out of the gun, here's Allen. He's got it at about the 8. And he will score! Game on! Khalil Shakir. Touchdown, Buffalo. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. That is caught. And they get the 2-point conversion. Even with 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning, they're going to try an onside kick.
Late in the game, this is where you see teams really start taking some chances. And boy, this was a big one, but it's not going to work out.
On the ready.
Set to go now on 1st and 10.
Green Jack. Ready.
Here's a handoff to Miller. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
Jack ready.
The tight end Moreau is in motion. Once again, it's Miller. And he's going to be taken down. Not so easy this time. They drop him back behind the line. It's 2nd down. They'll stay on the ground with Miller. And he'll only manage to pick up 3 yards. And that leads to 3rd down. And now the defense is going to take their first time out. Remember, they get an extra one built in with the 2-minute warning coming up momentarily. From the shotgun, it's at 21 on that one. It's good for a Saints first down. To throw, it's Carr. That's going to be pulled in by Kamara. And he's going to be out of bounds as the clock will stop. It would have stopped anyway as we've hit the 2-minute warning. Well, a touchdown here could be the capper to a victory. It is 1st and goal. They'll run here with Kamara. A dive, and he's in. Alvin Kamara. Touchdown, Saints.
And that's exactly how you stress all week, finishing a game. Get the ball and leave no doubt. But that late touchdown, Mike, that should all but just seal this victory away.
They're going to go right back to Kamara. And he finds his way to the end zone again. Scores both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion to extend the lead. After the touchdown, it's Groupie to kick this one away. And the kickoff doesn't even get to midfield. That is a huge mistake and gives the opponents great field position. This is 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. A throw here, right side, falls incomplete.
You can see the quarterback here. He's saying, hey, man, my bad, my fault. He knew a better ball probably leads to a nice completion. That one got away from him a little bit too much and leads the receiver out of bounds.
Now a shot downfield for Samuel. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Allen. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Allen. Oh, for the 5th time, he is intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Howden. And the Saints have excellent field position as they take over right at